All right, everybody, this is a 4-year-old video from Motostars. We're going to utilize the plan method and see if it still applies. Of course, it still applies to these older videos, but this is an educational video, so we're going to jump right into it. We're going to watch the video. We're going to go over it and utilize this to diagnose what the problem was. So let's take a look. Going around a corner, it's a merging area with a bunch of traffic, so we're locating hazardous situations.
And the driver showed how
we're switching over.
And what behavior on the road should be avoided. Somebody's
in our lane. It's an open lane pattern. They're gonna probably want to switch over into us. No, we were slowing down. As he drifts in my lane, I got spooked in a split second instead of using my horn. Okay. You don't need to hit. Now, this is a 4-year-old video, so there's a lot of that rev bombing and hitting the mirrors. That used to be a thing back in the day. But what happened here was, yeah, they drifted in our lane. We switched lanes. We located it as a hazardous situation. It is a relevant threat. We navigated the active one. We're supposed to put ourselves back into a new position for safety with good space, cushion, line of sight, and at least an escape route. The problem with this is that we get up to here, our space cushion is deteriorating. So, yes, we located, assessed, and navigated because our space cushion is deteriorating, so we're moving into the left lane over here to put ourselves in a new position for safety. The goal is to do it ahead of time. Don't wait until your space cushion is absolutely destroyed. Do it ahead of time, especially if you don't want to slow down and go with the flow of traffic. You want to just keep going. You have an open space. Now, this is also called an open lane pattern. This is an open lane. Our lane is moving slow, we move to an open lane. Same thing for cars. If their lane is moving slow, they move to an open lane. They think it's an open lane, but we're right there because they don't do a head check or they check their mirrors. They just go. So watch out for those. We do it ourselves. The other car drivers do it themselves. You'll see it ahead of time. So we switched over. They switch over too, for whatever reason, not a big deal. Don't hit the mirrors though, guys. Just pay attention to what you're trying to do and get yourself out of there. Yeah, no mirror check too from the driver or for the motorcycle rider. You're right, Rune. Okay, so these are all open lane patterns. I want you guys to see this. This person is stuck behind this person. They see an open lane. They're like, I'm just going to switch over without doing a check for us. So be very careful when you're riding in the lane that's open. I would prefer to be into the far left lane in this situation, especially if I'm passing everybody. I want to be away from all of this nonsense. Because people will just switch lanes out of nowhere, and I don't want to have to do an emergency swerve. I'd rather just be in the safe spot. Just like we just switched right there. Okay, just stay here. Now you're stuck. Not a big deal. Maintain a space cushion. Well, that's why, I mean, if you hit a mirror, you piss people off. So don't do that. You're in a very dangerous spot. You can get sandwiched. Don't hit mirrors, guys. You start creating issues like this, and now you have to outrun and get in a high rate of speed to avoid the issue. Wow. It's not worth it. I failed to notice he turned his headlights off and was approaching me. This dude is extremely angry. He kind of did it with the punch. These are the consequences sometimes. Sometimes people let it go. Some people get freaking pissed and they want to kill. I would get behind the far right car and slow it down and then start passing and just, yeah, do this. But now we're putting ourselves in a dangerous spot when it comes to our speed, because if we have to apply the brakes really hard, we have to do emergency swerves, it becomes an issue. So just, guys, don't punch the freaking mirror. Trunk almost runs over cyclist. All right. So we're speeding up, not a big deal. Okay, it's a nice open road. Nice position off to the right so that if anybody wants to pass for some reason, we could swerve hard into the shoulder. So we're doing pretty good, not going super fast, handling it. Nobody in the mirrors. We're slowing down for a reason. Oh, because there's, what are the cyclists? Okay, so they have the sign, so they hit the sign. It's telling everyone to slow down and stop. We have these kind of crosswalks near where I live. Ooh. So the truck wasn't paying attention, was honking the horn. Definitely a truck's fault. That person was locating hazardous situations, saw this was a relevant threat, wheeled himself out. The other person maybe didn't see it, but definitely didn't stay in the lane and passed. So you can still utilize the plan method when you're riding a bicycle, driving a car, riding a motorcycle, walking on the sidewalk. Still utilize the plan method. He was supposed to stop. The truck driver was supposed to stop. That's what those signs are for. And it has flashing lights, too, to let you know there's crossings happening. Oh, whiskey throttle. Checking his legs. Oh, leaking. He's leaking. He's leaking. Oh, either the line is destroyed, because that's a lot to be coming out. It's just gas.
It just kept going straight.
Your body's more important at this point. Buddy can handle the bike. You can just handle yourself. So what happened here? I mean, I know dirt bikes are different than motorcycles in some aspects, but when it comes to doing slow speed maneuvers, please check out the Smart Rider Games. I'm coming out with a new book with 24 drills. There's a digital version with 24 drills. But if you get the physical booklet, I mean, you're getting all these different drills right here. I do include the new digital drills with the physical purchase. So go ahead and grab one. Practice your slow speed maneuvers, your friction zone, throttle control, and don't let out the clutch when you give it a lot of throttle, because that's what happened here. So he hit that bump, accidentally let go of the clutch, but he still had throttle going. So if you get into this position, instead of like, oh crap, do your best. Don't try to ride it out. Only that. Still try to ride it out, but don't just be like, oh crap, now I'm just going to go. No, pull in the clutch. Pull in the clutch, roll off the throttle. Reach for the front brakes and apply it. Do your best as quickly as possible, and that's how you can practice with this. Because if you just kind of like, I'm going to ride it out, well, there's a house right here. There's a debris and stuff. So pull in the clutch. It's going to remove power to that rear wheel. As much as you give it this and you have the clutch in, it's not going anywhere. That's what a rev bomb is. So there's the impact to the face. Legs are probably getting all scraped up pretty bad here. And so if you have a nasty laceration, put a tourniquet on or something. Remain calm, ensure your own safety, stop major bleeds. And that's why you start in parking lots. But this can happen randomly. It looks like he was riding with his buddy. His buddy just shows up. Yeah, from over there.
What?
Yeah, it's not a good situation.
Coming out.
Oh, I need to take a screenshot.
And apparently,
for the thumbnail.
It's like trouble from the very beginning.
All right, so a nice little group ride, not a big deal. Oh, car. Car's being a dum-dum. I mean, we were taking up 3 lanes of the road. It's like, let's just hang out in 1 lane. Come on, guys. Oh. Now he hit another car. Kind of just like leave him. It's like Gotham City. Yeah, that's kind of his own fault. All right, what else do we got here? This is New York City. Kind of a weird situation. All right, we're coming through here. All right, not a big deal so far. We might have a vehicle come out in front of us, maybe some behind us. So we're coming up to an intersection. Person wasn't paying attention. Probably couldn't see us or didn't see the light because of the sun in the eyes, all this other stuff. So it did an escape path with whatever it was to get around, angel or not. Was able to move over, probably saw it in his mirror. So this is why it's very important to look at your mirrors, even though you're coming up to a stoplight or stop sign. Have that 360 situational awareness. And if you have to, move over, because give them an escape. Don't take up the whole thing. Give them an escape. Give them an option to not hit you, if that makes sense. No accountability. You see how she's just like, I'm just going to ignore what just happened. Oh my God. I'm just going to pretend I'm busy. I'm just going to, I'm going to go ahead and get my file folder. I'm just going to like not look. Be like, yeah, okay. Now it's green. Okay, bye.
What are you doing?
And then confused and surprised of what she did.
What are you doing in my lane? I'm here. You just passed me and stop here just now.
hey, she said, okay, sorry. It's pretty rare, but a little condescending.
You guys gotta be careful, man. Have a nice day.
He handled it well. Good job. All right, having some fun. Got all our statistics on our phone. We're gonna go around this corner. It looks pretty sharp. We weren't paying attention to that. Going a little off-road, not a big deal. Hey, at least we crashed slowly, but wasn't paying attention to the road at all. So make sure when you guys are going through areas like this, speeding, having fun. See how it's like a blind turn? You can still see that it's turning though. We weren't paying attention. Panicked a little bit, started applying the brakes instead of just making the turn. So maybe he wasn't paying attention until he saw that there's a turn. Oh crap, my skill that I know is to apply the brakes in an emergency. When sometimes it needs to be, I wasn't paying attention, now I'm paying attention. Now here's the area that I'm supposed to be focused on. I need to focus on the solution. I need to target fixate on the solution versus target fixating on the problem. So remove this. Be like, nope, I'm looking over here, looking over here, looking over here. Turn. Versus, I need to stop because I'm going to crash into this. I'm going to crash into this. Focus on the solution. Change your target fixation on the solution. Prioritize. We talked about this a little bit at the beginning of the live stream. Prioritize your focus.
A very similar situation.
Make an effort towards that priority.
The main reason for the biker's fall.
All right, going around a corner, we're gonna hit some road surface hazard. Nope. Okay, very good. The road looks kind of weird, but we're doing fine. We're all over the place.
I got a bad feeling about this.
So same thing here. Same thing here, guys. Like we're kind of all over the place. Our focus is just kind of on the road, and then all of a sudden we get up to here, we get a little confused. Now we have, if we were trying to make the turn to the right, focus on the turn. Focus here. Sees this big sign, starts focusing here. Let's not focus there. Now when it comes to escape path, so that's the wrong button, but it's a space cushion, so that's good to know if you don't know what a space cushion is. We focus here, but we have an escape path. There we go. We have an escape path over here too. So we have two options, here or here, but we focused on this. What is your priority? When I'm riding, my priority is not to crash. That's it. And so everything I do when I'm riding, if the priority is not to crash, is to prevent the crash. So I know speeding is a huge factor when it comes to crashing. Not paying attention is a huge problem when it comes to crashing. Other roadway users is a big problem when it comes to crashing. Road surface hazards is a big problem to crashing. So I focus on these things. I make sure I don't speed. I make sure I'm paying attention. I make sure that I'm looking at what other drivers are doing with their behavior. And the last one I forgot, but still I'm paying attention to all of it. The ground. I'm making sure that I'm not running over any gravel or potholes or all these other things. And that's it. I'm not worried about what gear I'm in. I'm not worried about, how much throttle should be perfect. I'm not worried about certain body positions. I'm not worried about should I be applying front and rear brake at the time, or I'm not worried about that. I practice all those skills when I'm here in the parking lot. When I'm out on the road, I'm practicing focus and I'm practicing where I'm supposed to be going. And other people. Because in a parking lot, there's no other people. Unless you're doing it in a Walmart parking lot in the middle of the day. Doing an empty parking lot. I'm focusing on escape paths. I'm focusing on where I'm supposed to be going. I'm looking at the signage, but then I'm not paying attention to it after I see it because I'm focusing here. I'm looking for other things. Put effort into where you're focusing. Not the problem.
Bad feeling about this.
Sees this. He's staring right here. That's where he's putting his effort in. Put effort in the turn. Put effort into the escape. Put effort into... I made a mistake. I took the left path. Accidentally. I wanted to go right. I took left. Oh, I made a mistake. I was supposed to go right. Not a big deal. I'm going to do my U-turn, which you can do in practice in all these drills right here. I know how to do U-turn. I'll do a quick U-turn. Go back. Reestablish my focus. Reestablish my effort.
Bad feeling about this.
So we get up to here. The reason why we dumped the bike right there, we slammed that front brake. We wouldn't be in this position if we focus on where we're supposed to be going. That's all. It's a mistake. It's a lack of focus. And a lot of people don't want to be like, well, I was paying attention. It's like, well, no, you weren't. And it's okay. It's okay. All right, lots of traffic. Watch out for anybody coming out. We have a sharp right, sharp left turn. Traffic is stopped, so slowing it down. So shortly after leaving Hell's Kitchen on Ortega Highway, I came across this motorcycle accident involving a Harley rider. Not good. So right now we don't see what's happening. We see a lot of emergency vehicles, so they're handling it. Okay, we see a crash. Okay, so people aren't helping right now, even though you have all those emergency vehicles. So for me, personally, I'd be like, I have emergency knowledge. I carry my rescue pack. I have a fanny pack full of tourniquets, full of other stuff. So now my job here to me, because these are just regular plainclothes people, they're not first responders yet. I'm going to remain calm. I don't need to call 911 because 911's on scene already. They got radios and stuff. I'm going to ensure my own safety, so I'm going to pull over on the side of the road. I think that's what he's going to do. And I'm going to check for any major bleeds. I'm going down the arms and legs. I'm double checking because if they start bleeding out, not good. If I'm going to check the back, he's already on his back. Check his back, make sure there's any punctures or anything like that. And I'm going to check his abdomen, make sure there's no any punctures like that. Obviously, want to check if he's breathing. You know, so if he's talking to you, that's good. That means he's breathing. It means his heart's working too. And then that's all you can really do. Now that you have EMS on scene, I mean, you could still try to quickly assess the severity. But these are gee whiz things to tell dispatch. You know, it's like, hey, he's very disoriented. He's starting to throw up a lot. He says that he can't see very well. They're going to be like, okay, head injury. Same thing. You can start saying he feels like his legs are tingly, like his hands. He doesn't feel his hands very well. Could be a spinal cord injury or nerve damage in the arms. Shock symptoms. He's like sweating intensely and he's just feeling weak. And like I checked his pulse and I could barely feel it. So shock symptoms. So really all you can do is stop any major bleeding, lay them down, monitor any changes. He's already laying down, leave him there. Try not to move him. If he wants to lay on his back, that's perfectly fine. So he's going to, yeah, there you go. Ensure his own safety. Very good. Moved over. Okay, so we got traffic control. That's very good because that's part of ensuring your own safety. He's looking for hazards. You don't want to get hit. Not much. Okay, so right here, it was shown that they were kind of riding side by side a little bit. He must have just took off. And then now we come up on the scene. That's not a fun feeling. See how you just kind of stand around? It's not a fun feeling. It's like, what do we do? That's why I try to give you guys this. If you become, it's part of the Smart Rider training manual that's going to be launched at the end of the month. You get a digital download for the rescue card. So you can make it yourself if you want. I just go to Vistaprint and print these out. I got a whole bunch. I might put them back on the store, but you get one if you get the rescue booklet. This is more in depth on the store. It's a nice little comic. It's a lot of fun. It's a rescue booklet on what you want, what you can do. And then at the very end, there's Prep Medic. He actually did a full course on how to use all this stuff for us. And so there's a QR code for that. And then it comes with a rescue card itself. So you can put this in your wallet. I have one in my wallet. So here's my wallet. I keep one in my wallet. So if you're ever on a crash and like you don't know what to do, you can just kind of pull it out and like follow the list of things that you need to do. But it's a terrible situation sometimes. And bleeding, major bleeding is a very preventable, very common loss of death or loss of life. So be very careful when it comes to that kind of stuff. What do we got here? Asking these police officers, will they... I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Is that the end of it? All right. Yeah, I don't care about that. That's kind of weird. With that said, I hope you guys ride safe, be safe. We do have the Smart Rider crew. We're starting an online motorcycle club, so if you want to become a founder, please do so. Link will be in the description for 50% off. Once the Smart Rider training manual and all the other courses come out, the price will go up. It'll double. But right now, the Smart Rider drills is available, and there's portions of the Smart Rider training manual available for Smart Rider crew members. So please check that out. Support the channel. Support what we do here. And I'll see you guys on the next video.